going to be talking about the Chicago electric sheet metal shear. It's the Harbor Freight brand. Nice little tool, and it's really cheap compared to catch shears or any of the higher end shears. I think we picked this up for 40 bucks. We used a coupon, of course. Always remember that Harbor Freight has coupons online all the time, so look online for their coupons. Even if they're not running one of their what seems like weekly sales, they always have something. This is rated up to 14 gauge, so we are cutting 16 gauge galvanized sheet metal. Pretty thick stuff, and it went through it with relative ease, so we're really happy about that. I want to explain to you really quick about what to expect when you're using this. Keep in mind that your actual cut width is going to be close to 1/4 of an inch, so it's taken off a pretty good amount of material. So you don't want to cut down the middle of your measuring line. You'll end up pretty short. You want to make sure that, depending on the side of the line that you're cutting, that you're lining up your actual measurement with one edge or the other. Obviously, the edge that you're lining it up with should be the edge that you're going to keep. So for instance, I just cut this piece of metal and I measured it from, this is my piece that I'm keeping. So I measured up the right end of this shear with the line that I was cutting, so that this is exactly 77 inches, and I didn't end up 1/4 inch short. So something important to keep in mind while you're using this. It's pretty straightforward. You have the little nibbler on this end. You put it in and you pull the trigger. There's not much to it. So all you're going to do is put it in. And there you go. You get your little piece of metal looping off and over. It is a little bit difficult to do a radius with this. We're going to try doing a radius in a little bit. Not as straightforward, but we'll see what happens. The type of metal straps that you'll expect to see are like this. Nice and clean. You don't end up with a bunch of small scraps. Just one piece that you can easily pick up and throw away. So not too shabby for a $40 tool. We've made quite a few cuts with this already. So far, no problems. Definitely haven't done anything to the level of maybe shop volume, but we've made a couple hundred feet of cuts with this and no issues whatsoever so far. And we get a nice straight cut, about as good as I could expect from anything that I do myself. And maybe most important that I should mention is that we get very minimal, if any, bending. It's a very clean cut, exactly what you would want if you're doing a finished product. So very happy with it, very good tool for what it's worth, and perfect tool for someone who's doing occasional cutting with sheet metal.